I'm getting ready to assemble a super wing. I have a set of skins that have been wetted out and have 0.7 ounce cloth from here back to a line that's 1.5 inches from the rear of the skin, and then they have 1.4 ounce cloth that's about 2.5 to 2.25 inches in from the rear. It makes for a stiff trailing edge, and I put 1 pump of West Systems 105 resin and 206 hardener on each skin, and I rolled it on using a roller, and I've already taken the roller cover off and thrown it away because I don't need it anymore. And what I'm getting ready to do now is to put the carbon fiber spar on. I saved that till after I've got the skins ready because the epoxy's in a thin film and it's going to take it a couple hours to set up or more when it's so thin. Plus it's cool in here, it's under 70 degrees. And when I put the epoxy on for the carbon fiber, it'll be a little bit thicker and it might go off. I don't think it would, but I saved that for the end until I'm ready to do the assembly. So I'm going to mix up a pump of resin and put the carbon fiber spar on. Then I'll begin the assembly process. And I've made lines, I marked my skins so I have reference points, and I have a line that's 1 inch wide, and even though it looks like I'm putting on a lot of epoxy, I'm not. It's just barely adding a little bit more epoxy for the carbon fiber spar. I'll take the carbon fiber and lay it where my marks are, And the reason I've made marks is because the wing core has a spar embedded in it, an 1/8 inch by 1/4 inch spar that's going to sit in contact. It's got, sorry, an 1/8 inch by 1/4 inch spruce spar that's going to sit in contact with this carbon fiber spar. And I'm going to take one skin and move it out of the way. I'm going to get the bottom shuck. And I'm also going to move this skin out of the way temporarily. This is porous release film. I bought it from CST. It has perforations in it every 1/4 inch. Keeps the wood from sticking to the foam. You could use wax paper, but wax paper doesn't have any ventilation to it. I'm going to move that back out of the way. Put the other shuck down. Now we'll put some epoxy on the spar. You can see I have my right hand wingtip marked. That's my reference point. I do that so I can keep the skins, or keep the cores oriented to the shucks easily. My camera stopped recording, and I'm gonna have to continue not knowing exactly where it stopped. I have the wing ready. I have it at a point where I put the core on the skin. I put epoxy on the spar. I laid it in. I put the core on. I put epoxy on the top spar. I put the trailing edge on. I have an overhang. Now I'm getting ready to make the carbon fiber leading edge. I use an extra piece of plastic to lay up the carbon fiber leading edge. And I have 3 pieces of 50 thousandths strand carbon tow. And I'm going to mix up a batch of epoxy. Okay, I fully wetted out the carbon fiber toe. Now I use a squeegee to squeegee out a lot of the epoxy. And I pick it up. And now make a rope out of it. Try and make it nice round rope shape. As much as you can, and lay it in the front of the wing. So I have the carbon fiber laying on the front part of the gap. I've pushed it up against the front of the foam core. And when I put the top skin on, it'll press it down. And when I put it in the vacuum bag, it'll compress it some more. And we wind up with a nice molded carbon fiber leading edge. The trickiest part is getting this top skin on with the carbon fiber spar. Into the right place. Now I put the porous release film on it. I put the top shuck in place. And if you watch my other videos, you know I have a trick of pinning things together, because with all this film and all the epoxy, everything wants to slide all over the place. And behind the carbon fiber spar, I put a pin in. I come down to the other end. And that one's not in the right place. I put pins every 6 inches. And this is behind the carbon fiber. Now carefully flip it over.